Hello everyone and welcome to today's focus on the Serie A match taking place on December 29, 2024 in Turin, where Juventus will face off against Fiorentina. For many fans, these two teams have shown contrasting fortunes over the past few seasons. Juventus, once firmly atop Serie A, has recently slipped into a relative decline and even missed out on the Champions League. Fiorentina, on the other hand, has emerged from a period of stagnation, steadily climbing up the league table in the past 2 years and showcasing noteworthy competitiveness. Below is an in-depth look at these two teams' strengths, current form, and head-to-head dynamics, concluding with a brief prediction on how this showdown might unfold. Overall strengths. Juventus. Historically, Juventus has been a top contender in both Serie A and European competitions. However, issues such as financial constraints and roster changes have lowered their competitive edge in recent years, taking them further from the title race. Even so, they remain one of the B-level teams in Serie A and continue to have the potential to finish in the top 4. Despite not being as dominant as they once were, they still have a solid foundation and a roster capable of making a strong push, provided they can address consistency issues. Fiorentina. Fiorentina, also known as the Viola, went through a rough patch in previous seasons, losing key players and struggling with stability. Recently, though, with the rise of promising talents and the guidance of experienced coaching staff, the team has been steadily improving. This season and the last have seen a remarkable uptick in their performances. If they can maintain their positive momentum through the remainder of the campaign, they could even secure a place in next season's Champions League, making them a potential new force to be reckoned with in Serie A. Recent form. Juventus' recent performance. Although Juventus has remained unbeaten in league play, it has come at the cost of numerous draws, including ties with teams like Lecce and Venezia, opponents who, on paper, should have been manageable. This highlights underlying issues with efficiency up front, or perhaps with the team's mentality. Their track record in home matches against C-level teams has typically been strong, but there has been a noticeable dip this season. Draws against Roma and Bologna have raised doubts about whether Juventus can maintain dominance when it matters most. Fiorentina's recent performance. While Fiorentina may not always come out on top against top-tier opponents, they are by no means pushovers. Over the last 5 seasons, they have managed 5 away wins against B-level teams. This season, they narrowly lost at Alcen to a formidable rival, showing they can hold their own on the pitch. Fiorentina's attacking strategy tends to be well structured, and they've shown improvements on defense. Should they maintain discipline and keep Juventus' frontline in check, there is every chance they could secure a favorable result. Statistical insights. This season, Juventus' 3 matches against C-level teams displayed decent attacking intent but lacked a decisive finishing touch. Their 2 recent home encounters with Fiorentina in the past were low-scoring affairs, with Juventus relying on solid defense. Currently, though, the team seems to have lost some of its customary control and momentum, suggesting the margin of advantage compared to previous seasons is narrower. While Juventus' historical head-to-head edge and strong home support may help them, preserving a clean sheet against Fiorentina might be more challenging this time around. Injuries and schedule. At present, Juventus' injury list has shortened considerably. Players like and Cambiaso are available. Only long-term absentees such as Bremer, Cavill, and Milik remain sidelined, along with Luis, who is also out. On Fiorentina's side, the only missing piece is Bove, sidelined by a heart issue. Apart from that, the Viola have a nearly full roster at their disposal. After this match, Serie A's 19th round is slated for the first weekend of January, but Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, and Atalanta will have their fixtures pushed to mid-January due to their participation in the Super Cup. There is a possibility that Juventus could hold back slightly to conserve energy for upcoming challenges, which might tilt this match toward a more cautious approach and, consequently, a potentially lower scoreline. Prediction. While Juventus did pick up a win in the Champions League recently against a struggling opponent, they have yet to replicate that attacking fluidity in domestic competition. Their difficulties putting away lesser-ranked teams raise questions about their ability to dominate this tight. Fiorentina, on the other hand, has shown resilience and surprises in matches against B-level opponents. Both sides have reasons for optimism and caution, but this contest might end in a stalemate. Juventus may find it tough to extend a consistent winning streak at home, and Fiorentina, while promising, may not be fully equipped to walk away with all 3 points. A draw seems like a plausible outcome, though standout performances by particular players could always swing the result. That concludes this analysis of the 2024年12月29日 Juventus vs Fiorentina match. Hopefully, it provides some insights for viewers looking forward to this high-profile Serie A clash. It remains to be seen which team will seize control on match day. But one thing is certain, both sets of fans will be eager to see a compelling showdown on the pitch.